get it. No, but I could.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can. Perfect runs are always there.
Yeah.
It's like what I said to Smasher when Smasher said he might take it back up and do like a D-Rust, and I was like, D-Rust world record, son.
Okay, let's count down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, my background just changed because it's 1 o'clock. I don't know why it's doing that.
Wait, what?
My background is changing. Now there's a lion there.
As unsuspecting muggles slept, a huge motorbike with a giant astride it tumbled.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying a like a PlayStation to USB adapter.
Yeah, I need something like that.
Controller.
I had something like that, some capture card for AB cables, but it broke by not using it too often.
Yeah, I don't really mind about the capture card stuff because like I would be at a disadvantage if I played on a console because I only have the PAL version. Because you know Europe sucks. And yeah, so I want to get the controller thing so I can still emulate on NTSC.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can do that too.
And then, but I like also have the controller. It's like, for example, on the potions, my hands just don't press the right buttons because they're not in the same place on the controller. Like I can never really adapt to it. So I felt like I'd have a faster cauldron section, or the faster potions.
Yeah, I have a faster potion with my controller too, but I have that weird D-pad. I need to get a better D-pad, like a Wii U Pro controller or a PlayStation 1 controller.
Yeah, I want to get. I'm probably gonna get like a new PlayStation 2 controller, so it's got the analog as well.
Yeah, DualShock.
Yeah. And then, but the D-pad will be the same as a, you know, it has separate buttons. But like, I was gonna use my Xbox controller, but the D-pad is like, you know, like it has, like, I know it's cool, like you know, like it blends into each other. There isn't really like separate buttons, so I find it too hard to like run like that. I'm gonna try to not ruin your run like I did for Author. Author's like PB is just me being weird for the entire run. And us just kind of laughing at each other and then telling really bad jokes.
Oh, you're not ruining my run through that. When I have fun, it's fine.
And then I spouted a lot of profanity, which made me feel bad when I rewatched it. And then I started telling him about you know, like as he put them Britishisms. That was good. That was fun telling about those. In all, it was good fun.
Come on, Harry. Let's go. Follow me. To jump. Look.
Ah, I jumped too far for the run skip.
Are you trying to do the run skip where you like run along the bookcase rather than climbing?
I search for a certain point where he jumps in the middle of the bookcase. Normally, that's the fastest way.
Yeah, if you can land there, it's way faster than climbing.
What did I do? Messed up the circle room a little bit. Not falling down though.
Yeah, on my run today I had a really bad spiral thing. Like, I forgot to jump on one of them, and then one of them I jumped around and had to climb.
Look at mine.
Yeah, it was pretty... I don't know what you did at the end, you kinda like fell climbed. It was...
That rat. I nearly walked into it again.
I shot it today. Get them free 10 house points.
5 house points should that be?
No, it's 10, man. It's 10 for killing the rat. That's why I'm really confused. Like Hufflepuff get like 7. All you have to do is hit a rat with the flipendo and you get 10. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, I was so close to get that jump.
Now, I've lost my
I also love that on the text that you saying like my time, you put like a 1:47 and then like a full stop.
Isn't it normally a full stop before you do the seconds?
If you're doing time, you normally just do colons. And then after the seconds, you do a full stop. Well, at least that's how I do it. I might be wrong, but
Maybe I'm wrong.
maybe we're both wrong. Maybe you don't even use either.
Normally you got those with the apostrophes things.
Apostrophes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you only use those for like plurals and possessions.
Yeah, but not. I don't mean apostrophes. In special, they look like apostrophes, but they don't are.
Speech marks, like when there's 2 of them.
Yeah, something like that. I know that from physics. It's like when you do circles, that thing. I don't know how to
Oh,
explain
yeah,
it.
you did it on stream. I see you did like with the 2 fingers either side of you. Yeah, those are apostrophe. Those are speech
Yeah,
marks.
there's with 2 when you got seconds, 1 when you got minutes, and a circle when it's bigger. It's because you got a 60 thing with 360 degrees and all that stuff.
I'll show you where the
I don't know. I always do like hour colon, minute colon, seconds, and then if I go past that, then I do point.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna change that at some point.
it's not really that important. It's just like I realize that's not how I do it, so I thought.
There's a house point. Stay on
3.9 seconds. Okay.
excellent tech. The next test. Fly through. Ready, Potter?
That was weird.
What was it?
My phone went off, and then like what sounded like a train like thing went off outside. It was like a proper like wee. You know what I mean? Like a proper woo woo, but like long.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those. So I heard like a really long buzz, and then just like a.
Where was it? In your head or?
No, my phone went off. I don't know where the noise was, but my phone went off because it said full battery.
Ah, no! How could I fly over that ring? We'll see it. That was really weird.
I think I know which one you would have found out. Yeah, that's the one I fly over all the time.
Well done.
Flying's hard, man.
You've mastered. Now run along.
How could I fly over? That never happened.
Hey, if it helps you, you know, if it makes you feel a little bit better. On my run today, I didn't actually finish Quidditch, flying even.
Mhm.
Like just straight up, didn't finish, and it cost me 5 seconds.
I can
Table's
save
pretty-
1.1 seconds on charming class.
I
How?
believe in you.
Yeah, that's what my splits say. Possible time save.
Crush that time save, mate. Get fucking
Yeah, I
2
know what
minutes
that
save.
is because I always walk into Seamus.
That guy who's just kind of there, existing.
Mhm. Got it this time. Wow, that circle table at the end.
Did you get top kecked? Did you climb it, or did you like almost jump over it?
I nearly jumped over it. And I
Yeah.
needed to stop a second.
Oh wait, that reminds me of what was it? You know, in my
You must be happy.
on that run that I abandoned when I kept jumping over the circle table,
Mhm.
dying. I was like, what is this? Oh, that was horrible.
That was good. Excellent. Perfect.
Oh man, you can save time on Leviosa.
That was good.
You don't need to do the last 2 tables.
Excellent.
I don't need to.
Nope, you can jump from the last one on the left.
Potter.
You just have to climb, but it saves a little bit, so.
Now, a charm. Try lever. Press the truck.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well done.
Saved 1 second.
Good job.
What does the timer say? Is that 8.8 seconds possible time save, or is it 0.01? On
I will,
trigger.
I will look. I'm gonna lean forward out of my bed. It says, oh fuck me, that's hard to read.
I cannot see it myself, and it's right before my face. It's so
8.81.
small.
It's 8.81.
Okay. Thank you.
It was like half of my body was in my bed and the other half was just kind of floating in the air while I was trying to get close to my screen. I didn't even do the smart thing of putting my hands on the ground so I could support my own body.
Mhm.
Just kind of held myself up like.
Wingardium
Oh,
Leviosa.
I
also
want-
today had a perfect Malfoy fight. Didn't miss any crackers, didn't stand on any, like, perfect. It was amazing.
Ow.
Gonna make it bigger my time a little bit.
Crap.
Yeah.
Good start. I missed one in the second round. What the hell? Can you please hit him? Thank you. 4 seconds lost.
Pulse point hourglasses are slowly filling up. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff.
Is it better to read now?
I don't know. Like, you're still doing the editing currently.
Gryffindor.
I mean, it was fine to read before. It's just that I'm so far away.
Gryffindor are in the lead on house.
I couldn't read it on my screen, so
Can you like not slight? You know, like the possible time save. Can you not make that section slightly bigger? Would that not? Or make the?
it's fine for me now.
Oh, okay. That's well, yeah. I can read it now, but I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to make it bigger, could you not make like the graph smaller or something?
No, it's fine, so like that.
Yeah.
Good.
Hello, Harry. You'll need to come round me.
I mean, it's definitely better because now I can actually see like your splits, like your difference in splits.
Hmm.
Whereas before, I could just see like that color, so I just had to kind of guess.
I'm not good at apology class jumps.
Me neither, man. I think I climbed them both today. Which is obviously god tier. That's best.
That's the tip. Get ready. That was good. Excellent. Perfect. Most. That was good. Excellent. Perfect. Well done. Now let's use your typical Incendio! Excellent, Harry.
Good time save. Why do I save time on the classes? Those are the splits where you're normally not saving time at.
I assume you can hear my computer pretty loud. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. I don't hear your computer.
Oh, that's just great.
Got one flame drop.
Oh, today Daniel John was on to beat my older record, and he reset on the gargoyle.
Mhm.
Like he dropped it before he put it on top of the totem.
Oh,
That was painful to watch.
I think it was.
I think he actually did it twice today.
What? I was okay at that fight, but it was weird.
You got like a random shot in.
Save 2.7 seconds.
That fight was weird. You got like a couple like tier 1 spells off. You missed one.
Yeah.
Like 2 3s off. That was amazing.
Yeah, I needed to use the tier 1 spells when he's up in the air and I have not loaded my shoot.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to hit him with tier 1.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was Smasher said like one of his. No, it was Daniel John. He said like one of his runs when he was trying to play it, he actually got stuck in the corner. Like he backed up into the corner and the pig would like hover directly above him, and while he went to shoot the spell, it would just like slam on him, and he didn't. Like, he just couldn't shoot any spells. I've never heard of that before.
I messed up number 1 of Puffskin's skips.
But number 1's like hard to save time on anyway, so.
Yeah, but I lost time on that. What? Oh, perfect third one. So that's fine.
Kind of weird. My computer's like really loud tonight. I don't know why it's so loud.
Do you hear my freezer next to me?
I don't hear. I think I hear it if I turn up your stream, which doesn't really make much sense because Skype's worse. But like that's it. Like yeah, like my volume is at that kind of volume where I actually expect.
Oh, maybe OBS is using the wrong microphone. Need to find that out. Could use my webcam microphone.
Maybe.
Not doing fire boosting this time. In the first part.
I only do it on the way back.
No, I'm not doing it on the way back. What? Why did he pause in middle of Incendious, but
Wait, what?
just paused? Could have saved time.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like the animation cancelled, but no, you actually mean a pause. I was kind of.
I'm just going through the lava around that big thing.
Yeah,
Where you
that's
climb.
the only time I do it, and I only do it on the way back.
You don't do it the way back?
I only do it on the way back.
Okay, I do it both ways.
I don't know if it saves time on the way there because like you don't actually climb from on the way there, so you're not really losing too much time because you can get 2 jumps out of it.
Hey, Sevenens. Yeah, the memories are really big in that game. Everyone has that.
Basically, the only people that watch this game are the people that have
Memories.
yeah, anyone that's like, I wonder if people play Harry Potter, and then they look it up and they're like, damn. I'm gonna pop out your chat so I can see it and stuff. No, I'm gonna try and do some like witchcraft magic. Can I not? Oh, okay, whatever. I'm zooming in so far.
You stood up to pop out the chat.
Yeah, so I can see your magnificent viewer typing.
Welcome.
Back to trying to fall asleep.
I got this from
It's probably a bad idea to watch a game that I run though. Like the whole time I'm like, oh, I wonder if he does it the same way I do. I wonder if he does it the same way I do. But then again, I've fallen asleep once, haven't I? So I guess I could do it again if I try really hard. Yeah.
Hey Neil, Harry
Give me the book that shows me where the sloth brain is.
Oh, dude. Who the author said that in that cutscene, Ron looks like a real creep. He's just in the background looking at you like, it's Harry Potter.
In which
Yes, it's really scary.
in which cutscene is that?
The cutscene when you go outside with the book, and Snape takes it away. Like Ron's just in the background being weird.
Need to watch that.
Follow me, Harry.
I think I got enough life to fly into 2 blotches.
But first shoes like us aren't allowed to play.
No, this isn't world record. I didn't say that it is world record. Hey, author, please.
Yeah, author top cat troll.
So, I think you... And you better...
Or did author break the world record from you?
Nah. Author didn't world record. He would have spammed me on Skype to make me feel bad. He didn't beat me yet.
Ah, my flying is great tonight.
I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic. I guess I'll have to see.
When I say something like that, I'm always sarcastic.
1 minute 47 seconds and 900. Yeah. See, like he does it with colons as well.
Golden split.
Good job. Hey,
You're both.
They're both what?
You both said the same. I saved 16 seconds on Draco. Green split.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think the worst bit is in my run today, I didn't actually like knock Draco out until like past the cave. There are those weird like trees that like go all the way across, and he flies in between them. I killed him then. It's a really bad Draco for me. No, my stream is lagging. Okay, it's better. It's fine.
Raising the arm. 1, 2, 3.
The raise of the arm is the best thing.
Welcome. Remember. Here comes Potter.
By more than 1 hour and 45 minutes. Congrats.
Yeah, I know it's pretty impressive, Auth. Yeah, I've been really working on my strats recently, getting real consistent. I also put my emulator on 9,000% speed.
Harry Potter.
I just memorized the whole game.
That was close. This is amazing.
Oh, I have to get out of bed and show Auth.
You need to be honest. That was the test run, wasn't it?
Potter's gaining. Here comes the Hufflepuff.
Look at this ultimate Kappa that doesn't even turn out to be a face. Get jealous, Auth.
I'm not jealous.
Ultimate Kappa.
Here comes a bludger. I've not seen such flying. Ooh. Potter takes the lead. This is amazing. Look at Potter go. Harry Potter closes in on a snitch.
Perfect flying.
Potter's going for it.
Yeah, perfect Quidditch. Saved another 11 seconds.
Brings it home for Gryffindor.
Unprintable
Auth
character.
the Blue's going hard on the detective skills.
That's how a craft should look like. When I get to a point where you can get time, BAM!
Well, remember, is that a... I'll just...
Hey Orth, you should always do the kappa like that, because eventually people will start getting kappaed by your kappa. And they'll beg you for mercy, and you won't give it to them.
Hey, the map shows. I wonder if it. The map says.
Oh, you're on the... There you go, where I am right now, you're on the cutscene where Ron's staring at you like a creeper.
I didn't looked at it, looked at him. Oh, time loss on Sloth Brain. I got hit by that plant.
What?
I don't know how. Lost 0.3 seconds.
Good job, mate. Oh, today in my run there were like 2 separate instances where I got exactly 0.0. It was crazy.
I got a Twitch email. Not good right now. I think someone followed me. H1 Ding is now following me. Thank you. Now I missed the old skip. But fine.
Great. You found.
Thanks you for following me. H1 Ding.
The race for the House Cup continues. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff.
I changed the text on my screen.
Slytherin.
Good job, buddy.
Gryffindor.
I'm proud of you.
Slytherin are in the lead on
Thank you.
house points. The race for the House Cup is heating up.
And Orth, why? I don't understand how you're always like in every Harry Potter stream ever. It's crazy. You're like always refreshing. / you have email notifications on, but I don't have them on, so it's weird for me to think of it like that.
What is refreshing?
Like I'm saying that he sits on his his follow people that he follows page and just instantly hits refresh, infinitely hits refresh.
Oh,
And the
Alpha.
moment someone yeah, and then the moment like someone's up playing Harry Potter, insta clicks.
Alpha Blues is now following me. You did that before.
He unfollowed you because he hates you.
Yeah, he unfollowed and followed again, just to let me lose time. But I can read your name really clearly on my phone. Yeah, I get emails too. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
just talking
he gets
about my-
emails when someone get online.
Yeah,
Wow.
I turned those off because it made me really annoyed. Because I had
Yeah.
people that would like stream for like 20 minutes and then go and take a break and then come back and do another 20 minutes. And it was really
Yeah.
annoying.
Normally when you got 50 people and they always in the night pop up and your phone says email. Oh, awful, stop that.
No, I haven't had. Come on, Harry.
One for Blues, top troll.
I'm gonna ban him.
Oh damn!
And
Gonna
if
ban
he's
him from
doing
following.
it more often.
Let's be honest, this author Blues mate, he's got like 50 accounts lined up to follow you with.
He can do that. It's raising my...
Yeah, but he's gonna unfollow us well to make it so he can refollow another time. You get like 50 emails in a row, and then he'll unfollow on all of them.
That was him. Oh, I messed up potions, the last one.
He said last time. He's a liar. He's gonna wait till you get to Voldemort.
Yeah. Let me die again. Oh. I really needed those 2 days of pause from Harry Potter, from just getting away from that death.
Yeah, I think I had like 2 days as well. I had 2 days, and then I wasn't gonna like play at all today. But then, you know, I got baited because Daniel John was like, "I'm gonna do a run. You should totally do a run."
No man, I will stop. My troll room, my first one, is bad.
You should learn to do the super strat for the first draw room. You can kill them both before they even start walking.
Ah. Yeah, I know, but I didn't hit the... I did it the second time. I did it perfect. But that was really bad. Worse than I ever did on that room. Can you remember me in the cauldron room that I hit a lever at the end? And not just walk back?
I still can't believe today I died and I didn't die, but you know, like I got reset 3 times from just not being able to jump onto a cauldron.
Yeah, that's what happened to me right now.
Damn. Did you get lucky like I did and jump off of the acid?
Look what I did. And when he turns, I jump into the edge. It's perfect, wasn't it?
That was really good.
And I hit it a lever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jump. I think I could jump after the 6th one.
It's not worth it, I don't think, because the 7th one you land at the door, whereas the 6th one you have to walk towards it. It's not really that big of a difference.
Yeah, but I did it weird. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did. You kind of like went off at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah. Why do I have frame drops right now?
Because Harry Potter's the worst game ever. True story.
Not a true story.
Hmm?
My emulator is the worst thing. Hey Daniel, you want to hop on Skype? I would
You
call.
totally should. We're having a blast. Well, what is this? You did the troll room by like...
Oh, I
Okay.
split too early. Which button was it? That one.
Ew.
What? This troll.
Would it be a...
Couldn't make the cycle. Oh. Whenever. I invite you
me to do it?
whenever.
I'll do it. Do the clicking and the boopity. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Be prepared for a Skype message. This will just mean he can join. I'm pretty sure.
Saved 20 seconds.
Good job.
I hate that cutscene with the firefly thing. Mm, mm,
Oh, he should be able to
Wazy,
join.
I wasn't
I
expecting
don't think
that.
he's not joining, so I'm just gonna drag him in.
Fireflies.
Oh, I can't. Dan, just go to the call and click join call, man.
No need.
It's in the group that we played before. HB1 Speedrunners. It's the name. I saved it. You are
Oh,
in
yeah.
there too.
Hey, buddy.
Is he in?
Oh, he just joined and then hang up. Penis, I hope he gets, like, hurt somewhere, like his arm. Wenver. I just realised he's sitting back.
Oh, what? I jumped through the book again.
Hey, Dan.
You hang up again?
No, he's here still, he's just not talking. Maybe he hate. Oh, he
I hear
disconnected.
the sound of hanging
Yeah.
up.
He
That's
disconnected, and then. Yeah, this is not going well. Oh man, that's annoying for you, right? That it's constantly dialing. You might want to do the. You might want to hang up on him and then recall him or something.
Give me a second to, when I get around.
Yeah. Whenever you get a chance.
Yeah.
That was good.
I don't have really a chance right now.
Perfect.
But
Cubs. That was
There's no book around where I could do it.
perfect
So now don't troll me, Crow.
for this one.
He didn't.
perfect.
That was good. Excellent. Perfect. You may now end. Now, first, observe. Good luck.
Vertiminius!
Impressed.
Lost 15 seconds on that book.
Harry, do you remember? That must be...
Oh wait, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
Yep.
nice.
Yay!
What
Okay,
did
so
you do?
I had to disable my PC speakers for it to play out the TV, because I ended up switching my audio devices again.
Okay.
Good job. Can you not just
So-
change that in Skype?
It's back to the whole issue of
What
my
was
PC's
that
a piece of
jump?
shit.
You need to watch my big Vertimilius first jump.
It better be intense.
I don't know how he didn't get up on that platform.
Alright, Daniel John, mate, you're gonna fix your issue, by the way. Right click your little speaker thing in the bottom right.
Oh,
Then
I know
go-
how. I fixed
fix
it.
it.
I know. I know. I am computer literate. Thank you.
Yeah, but you didn't fix it earlier, and I didn't know if you did, so. Now, we're making sure that you indeed
Nah, I
fixed
get-
it.
Well, I hope it's fixed anyway.
As long as you put on do nothing, it'll be fixed.
There was some audio issues with the fucking Project 64 earlier, but that was fucking program specific.
I don't know why it's lagging now. I think that's Daniel. I don't know.
What?
My game is lagging since Daniel
Damn it,
joined.
Dan! Why must you bring me this peasant lag?
I don't know. Just kidding.
Don't say just kidding. You gotta be as abusive as you can.
It's not my computer's fault.
Yeah, you gotta abuse Dan.
He knows that I'm just kidding. My life. Not allowed to get hit by any armors. I think I could get hit once more, but I don't want to.
You know, my hair is just not sitting how I want it to at all. I know I'm lying in bed, so it doesn't matter, but it's still annoying.
Why don't you ask me about hair tips? I need to go to the barber shop next week or something like that. It's like wild growth.
Yeah, I need to go to the hairdressers, but they like
You call
every
them
time
hairdressers?
yeah, because they dress your hair. That's like the original thing.
The original thing is barber shop.
No, like the reason they're called hairdressers is because because of the whole idea of they dress your hair to
Yeah,
look nice.
but that's the idea of the new century.
We still have barber shops, but like I think like barbers are more based on like scissor cutting of hair and stuff. Like
I see. Yeah. That's what I need. I don't need styled ones, I just need short ones.
yeah, mine needs to be like.
Oh, I missed the table.
Ooh.
Totally.
Yeah, whenever I
was
go,
really
it just
close.
is awkward. So I don't like get my hair cut at all.
I know
that's
why
not-
I missed it. It was circled.
Oh damn!
All circle table in that room.
When you get your hair cut, do you go like super short, or do you just like get it trimmed up?
I get it short enough to not need to go to the hairdresser for the next half year.
Yeah, I hate going to the hairdressers, man. It's horrible.
Yeah. I just
they-
sitting there, no smile on my face.
No, I
Don't
don't
even
mind-
want to talk.
That's alright because where I go, like they force you they force you to have your hair washed by them before they cut it. Like
We get it washed when we want to.
yeah, but we don't get a choice where I go. Like the place I used to go, they say, hey, do you want to wash your hair? But now it's just like straight up, you're getting your hair.
How
washed,
did
mate.
I save 1 minute and 1 second on 4 eyes?
I'm pretty sure you died. There might have been some other place.
Yeah, it's not golden, so was not perfect.
But I mean, like on your PB, I'm pretty sure you
Yeah, yeah.
something happened. Like maybe I don't know.
Maybe I died.
I don't know. It doesn't really make sense for you to have died here. Like it's really hard to die here.
Maybe I got too low life and died somewhere. Could be possible. Didn't get a railing thing. Still fast. Next film I'm gonna concentrate on is peace. How are you, Daniel?
What a dick.
I think he messed up his things again.
Nah, I'm still here. I'm just having a conversation with my mother.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I haven't heard anyone say mother in a long time.
You just say mom?
Yeah. I mean, I say mother, but it's more of like it's like a jokey thing. I'm like mother dearest, just because.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't actually know how I call her. We just talk. I don't think we call each other something. It's like, hey.
it's fair enough. I'm just like, hey mum, and if I want to get her attention, if she wants to talk to me, she's like, hey Dan, and I'm like, yeah, let me talk.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome
Hey.
back, buddy.
How are you today?
I'm good. It's 10 to 1 in the morning, so I just had a conversation about loud voices at night time.
Yeah, boy.
Our loud voices.
Was it all bad?
So what?
Was it our bad?
Oh no, it was my bad because my speakers were up to the max. But yeah. My face one. Wait, oh, shit, yeah. Yeah.
Did you do races today or runs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we sort of just did side-by-side play, and the one run that I got towards the end, Peacock wrecked me, and then I died doing the final parts of the game twice. So I just fought GG and didn't even bother finishing.
That was good.
And this one here got 147.0
Excellent.
because that randomly happens.
Did you submit it right now to the
Yeah.
leaderboard? There's a new guy on it. Who is that one?
Who is it? What's his name?
I don't remember it.
That was good.
I don't know. I didn't see him when I went on it, but it probably is.
By the way, did you two know that Smash is currently playing?
No, I didn't.
Perfect.
Well, I knew he said he
Yes.
was going to start playing, but I didn't know he was playing today.
Very well.
He's playing right now. He's got he's currently at Malfoy.
I messed up Transfiguration class, the last circle.
Actually, that's interesting. You know Smash's Malfoy.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think he does things like Ron skip, his Malfoy fight begins at the same time ours does. Which means that he must fucking be ridiculous at the other segments.
You must be
Oh, yeah.
consistent. Yeah.
Or his because he's
Like,
on
he
a PlayStation 3 or whatever. Maybe it's slightly faster loads, but I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it
It
is
happened
either.
on PS2, so like it wouldn't be out of the question for it to happen on PS3.
Let's. Harry Fords.
I don't know, because the emulator on the PS3 reacts differently to each game. Like some games just play like outright, but I think he might actually have this on PlayStation Network, and I don't know if that might make the difference. I don't know. I'll watch for a bit and see what his load times are like.
He's playing right now the PlayStation 1 version of Harry
Mhm.
Potter. Didn't know he's doing that.
You only just started up again today.
You should send him the site to submit his run when he finished it.
In fact, his Dark Art split is the same as us.
You say us, what is it? I'll tell you what mine is.
Slytherin are in the lead on
Because you're going off of your time, not like
a race for the house cup.
the game seriously looks to be running way faster than it should. I'll find out. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I am official architect of Harry Potter games. I will find out.
The game seriously looks to be
You
running
are
way
so
faster
full of
than
yourself.
it
You
should.
know that.
After
Harry's
the
running out
Sphinx
of
is
mouth.
running faster. Sonic Hedgehog. Wait.
Oh wow, I just got trolled. There's a guy streaming RuneScape and he has Smash and Skulls or something like that in his title, so I saw the Smash and went to click it. Oh man. I'll have a look.
So you're up to do another one tonight, Daniel.
Say what?
You want to do another run tonight?
Oh. No. I am so done playing Harry Potter right now. In fact, I pretty much have said, like, at the end of my last stream, because I started off doing what I've been wanting to do for a while now, and that's get a PB of Toy Story 2 down for the N64.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna work on that for like a week, and then maybe come back to Harry Potter with like a fresh head, because after what happened today, I'm just thinking, there's no way I'm gonna. I know that it's possible to beat it, but I just don't think I can beat 147.09. And my 148 was such an improvement that like I haven't quite caught up to it myself yet.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I got that 2 days before. You know, my die on Voldemort.
Yeah.
I
But
need
it's like-
I can't
to
decide
make
if it's
pulls.
running faster.
You know, hey, Don, you know you said that getting a 3-minute improvement was a good thing?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. Because it means that I blitzed my old time so much and I'm out of practice and all the things that I got improvements on, so I'm finding it hard just to get the 148 again. So it's like I'm not even getting close to my PB when I'm running normally, which means that now every time I do my overrun, I'll want to reset because I won't be as good as I was while doing the PB.
I nearly died on
yeah.
Peeves.
Yeah,
Missed
I'm
the jump
listening.
after a loading screen.
I can't decide if Smashes is faster or not.
I think it might be.
Like
Yeah.
he does 5C deliver, which means that could be something. Oh yeah, I was gonna load up my splits, I forgot. Because I mean, it's really fast, but I don't know if it's, you know, I don't know if it's fast enough.
Oh, I need to concentrate more on my jumps. Not on Smasher.
Yeah, his game just generally seems a bit faster, doesn't it?
I died.
Just a little bit though. It's not enough for me to like think, yeah, straight up, it's faster.
Wow, I nearly lost to
I'm not sure
Peeves.
if it's because I think it might be him dropping frames that makes it look faster.
Because that load time feels the same. He can skip faster.
What skips?
The farmer left
Did the...
He just talked to Ron and he said, you know how he says, I used to have a puffs gain. He said, I used, and then he skipped it. He can skip text faster on his thing.
Oh,
He's barely
Oh.
hearing anything.
Shit, that's rough. That sucks.
Somebody need to tell him that.
Well now, students aren't allowed in here, are they? There are things
That means he will have a bit of an advantage, really, won't he?
has ordered that no
Yeah, I don't know. Let me. Orth, what do you think? If you're watching his stream, like, what do you think? Was that skip too fast? I think it was like a little bit too quick.
All for blooms means that it's not dropping frames. That he's not dropping frames. Might be something different.
I think it's his skip speed. Like his movement is just, it feels faster because of the time. I think like we're looking at his time rather than the game.
Hmm.
But like that is pretty intense. He is getting a lot done.
I don't know. I don't want to straight up call him out and say use it, but that wouldn't make sense though. Because if we called him out and said, "Yo, PS3's unfair, use an emulator," he's on a console and we're on an emulator. So how can we call him out?
He's on a faster console. It's not made for that console, but we play an
Yeah.
emulator that is made for that.
And also, like, I'm comparing it to authors rather than to the emulator. Like, author
Exactly.
plays on the like, I think he plays, what, do you play PS2? What do you play? I think you play PS2, right, author?
Yeah, I think he's on PlayStation 2.
Or he starts puffs going skip on a different side. Is it faster, though? Not by the look of it.
It might be not be frame limit. I don't know if it's frame limit. Ted.
It's definitely frame limited, otherwise you'd see the stuff that happens on PC where when you shoot up to 300 FPS, you become Sonic.
Maybe it's a higher frame limit.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, this was a thing. Back when I was running 4 months ago, me and Smasher just couldn't get the puff sky and skip down properly. But then I got it down and he didn't, and that was what the difference maker was. In the end, he just
And then-
couldn't get puff sky and skip down.
And
he
then
still
after
can.
that, I spent an hour and a half to get it down consistently.
Yeah, same.
And
But
then that was worth it.
That's the difference, because he doesn't use an emulator, so he can't practice particular bits repeatedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Considerably
Yeah.
faster would mean that
Yeah,
it has
same.
a higher frame limit.
Wait, is there an actual emulator for PS3, like built in, or is it just like?
I think it should be an emulator in the PlayStation 3, which plays PlayStation 1.
Yeah, there's a built-in emulator into the PlayStation 3. Man, Smasher needs to watch us do the puff sky and skip and see how we do it. Or you do it, because I suppose you're the world record holder now. People watch your runs. But yeah, he needs to watch someone do it that's not him.
Give me 74 minutes, maybe I'm world record holder then.
He's a good man's got a point.
Golden split on Mrs. Troll. Save 20 seconds.
Reflected in the mirror of Erised,
Mate, I can't decide whether or not this is
Lily Potter.
too fast. It's really annoying. Like, I don't want it to be too fast. I want him to play on what he's been playing on, but
He was
Yeah,
like the fact he
it
can
would be
skip
unfair
faster.
to call him out, but
turned slowly
I think we should only start concerning ourselves with this if he gets close to either of our runs.
Remember
Like
that
if he
sometimes.
starts getting like if he starts getting like 149s and 148s, then maybe we should look at it more closely. But without trying to insult Smasher, it took a lot of his energy. It took a lot of his skill, and like it took a
Yeah,
lot for
but,
him to get to where he is now.
Yeah,
And then he
or-
gave up when I got 150-58. He was like GG for a while, and so I'm trying not to
Yep.
sound insulting because it was Smash that taught me how to play this game.
Yeah, then we need to say that it's not legitimate alpha.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
point.
Obviously, like you're saying, like if it's not banned, but like no one has ever run this game and played on PS3.
We
but,
need
like,
to make the
everything-
rules as group.
Yeah,
That's
if
the point.
anything, as the people who run this game, it's more of a self-moderated community.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, author's saying it's legitimate unless it's banned, but like, the only reason it's legitimate is because we haven't actually looked at this before. Like, none of us ever like looked into this and been like, hey, that's faster, because no one cared enough. It's not
But
like
then again, who are we to tell someone how to run a game?
yeah. I
He
can
can,
understand,
for himself, he can run as fast as he wants, but when he wants to get a world record, he needs to play after the rules.
But like,
That's the point.
what are the rules? Who defines the rules?
Yeah,
The
we
ball-
as group. Not a single person, but we as group.
I'm just thinking like, who are we to make the rules for like speedrunning this game?
The first that speedrun it. Who makes the category. We made
Well,
a
that's Smasher.
any
Sma-
person.
it was Smasher that was the first person to post a run of this game.
Oh yeah.
So, if anything, it's up to him. By that logic, but I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Awful. Me too.
Like
Yeah,
the first run was him doing this on his PS3, so the original run was a PS3 run.
Yeah, but like if you look at going like what Orth said there, like it's not really fair to exclude him because he plays on PS3. We need to try and figure out like a way to
Yeah, I know.
like keep it all in. 'Cause I don't really want to force him to switch to anything. Ah man. Like, I don't know what to
hard,
say,
yeah.
because if you say if we say you can play on PS3, then whoever plays on PS3 can skip faster. But then
He can.
like,
His tech skips are definitely faster, and not just like faster sometimes, but consistently much faster than the average emulator.
We need to find out how many times he saves through that and need to add them to his time or do that off of our time.
But like, imagine every time a text box appears at the bottom of the screen, and he's saving like 0.1 to 0.2 seconds on each one of those.
Harry, I'll try to charm the troll's club so it bashes him on the head. Use your knockback,
our community is 4 people. At least consider whether it's worse being one less person than it is to be nitpicky over timings.
I don't want to exclude him from him. Maybe he
Yeah.
should start on emulator.
No, like that's the thing. Like I don't, because he played on PS3. Like technically, that should be allowed because that's what he played on. But it was never specified that he played on PS3 that I know of, so I didn't actually know that he was playing PS3.
Yeah, but what kind of sucks though is that all 3 of us live in the PAL region, which means that none of us will be able to ever post console runs of these games. Because all of our games will run at 50 FPS.
And there are no PlayStation 3 emulators. so we won't be able to get an emulator for PlayStation 3 and play this.
Exactly.
We have to play PlayStation 1 emulators.
Well, I don't know. What I could do is, I could actually.
You'd have to buy an NTSC PS3.
Well,
And buy
that's the
NTSC.
thing. I
Yeah.
think they made the emulator in a PS3 play all games at 60 FPS. So I think, because like you know how we.
But we tested that, right? And we said that because you're playing at 50 and like upscaling to 60, you still lose time.
Yeah.
Like purely because you're not actually playing at 60, the game's still running at 50.
I'm still in the future, in the near future that is, if I can, gonna try and stream it directly from my PS3 and see what the actual timing is like. All I'd need to do is record the intro, or at least I could, in fact I'm not even sure if I'd need to stream it or anything, would I? I could just time it IRL.
Yeah, with making leader boss, you're right. That's
Yeah,
exactly
In fact,
the
I'll tell you
same
what.
thing.
Tomorrow or some point this, in fact no, not tomorrow, I'm busy tomorrow, but at some point this week I'll put my PS3 back in because I've had it put away for a while. I'll get it out and I'll time how long it takes for the intro and to do like the first 5 minutes and get a couple loading screens and text skips in there.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, Author wants to... I don't
And then,
know calling him Author
Well,
and
what
Author.
PlayStation 3 do you have? Do you have a PAL version?
Yeah, we
PlayStation?
have PAL, because we're...
Yeah, pal.
Like, PAL is the thing in the UK, you aren't allowed anything else.
Yeah, it's in complete Europe, but he could have another one, that's why.
Where the fuck is... Author, where are you? There you are.
Because the PS3 isn't region locked, is it? In fact, there
don't
are
know.
no regions on PS3. Everything runs
No.
at a consistent rate. So I'm
Yeah, it
thinking
should
that's
be.
why. I'm
But
thinking that's
if
why
you don't
it
get it
might
on
be.
PlayStation Network, then and you decide to play off of your disc. I don't know if you can do that, but if you play off disc on the PS3, you'll still be playing on the PAL version running at 60. But you
50.
need to get it on PlayStation Network. Hey,
Yeah.
Well,
Why don't
See,
you
the- this is
add
the thing
Alpha
because
Plus to the call?
on.
have.
Do you remember I had the PAL? I was using the PAL ROM for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I used the PAL ROM, it automatically put it up to 60 FPS, and there was no problems. But then about on the fourth time of using it, it suddenly downscaled back to 50, and then the same problem arose where I couldn't post any more runs until I got an NTSC ROM again because the ROM just wasn't working at 60 FPS anymore. It was weird.
Yeah, but the ROM running at 60 is different to the game being played at 50. Like, you
Well, I
were
mean,
playing the game
this
with
is-
a
this is
ROM.
kind of the- This is kind of the issue that was going on with Nitrovsky when he and I were first talking about it. Was his PAL Canada version of the game, with the load times being different, and the fact that it is a PAL version of the game, but all they did was speed it up so it plays it at 60 frames per second. So, I mean, at the very base of things, it comes down to, you know, PAL or console versus emulator, and then what version of console do you have? Like, you know, I play in console because I like the fidelity of knowing that I'm playing on the actual hardware, but you know, I'm playing on PS2, so am I not cheating as well? Like, PS2 has a setting in its BIOS that I use that does fast load times to try to speed up loading times. Is that allowed? Should I have to play on PS1 just for the game to be considered legitimate?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking
See,
issue.
it gets
This is a tough
messy,
one.
and it gets messy, especially when you get to a situation like Smasher, where, I mean, just eyeballing it, the moment I opened up his stream, I could tell he was going too fast. Like, when he gets done with this run, I really do seriously encourage all of you to go back and watch his VOD during the Malfoy fight, because it's not obvious everywhere else, but during the Malfoy fight, when he was, like, strafing around to grab the crackers and throw them back at Malfoy, you could tell, like, the game moves faster. Like, not just text skipping, but, like, Harry's ability to run around and do things is faster.
Hold on. Okay, at this point I'd like to point out he does have highlights that we can look at now and point out specific parts of his run as a
Right.
highlight. Because he used to play it on PS3, so there'll be actual videos of that we can look at and test and compare.
Yeah, take a look at his Malfoy fight and compare it, like, side by side with maybe mine. I mean, mine's still not perfect because I'm playing on a PS2, but I haven't noticed any significant issues with the speed of things compared to
this
you guys
is-
on emulator.
Oh wait, there's someone else doing a Harry Potter 180% speedrun. Lazar181.
Oh yeah, Lazar's
Is that
No.
one that is on the list?
Oh
the speedrun
wow.
list?
Is this
Yeah, those
become
aren't new, I
popular
think.
for some reason? I don't know. That's a PC version. I can just tell from the thumbnail.
Oh. Well,
I can tell from the thumbnail because the character models don't look like potatoes.
my thumbnail wasn't. My thumbnail wasn't. The thumbnails on my computer weren't loading. I feel silly.
No, I'm just telling you. You don't have to worry about that
Yeah.
guy. He's playing on PC.
that means he's on the wrong leaderboard, right?
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would want to play on PC.
Oh no, he's not on the wrong
Well-
leaderboard.
No, it's
Ah,
not that guy. I
we've talked
just
about
remembered
that,
the name wrong.
Yeah.
My
That Raccoon's
fault.
the guy who told me about the run, like the initial run skip.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason my times have gotten any better is just because watching you guys have found skips that I didn't find, so. Because I was never taught anything about this game. The only thing that I ever learned outside of like my own exploration was one day I sat down and watched Daniel John's run and saw that you could do those puffskein skips. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I never like. I don't know if you know, but when people speedrun, they don't usually talk through how you do something. So I just kind of had to look at his video and be
Yeah,
like,
you had to
okay, well,
eyeball it. That's what I had to
I'm
do.
just gonna
Yeah.
throw my body at these bends until I go up there.
I was
eventually-
lucky. I've been lucky enough that both Smasher and Don and Kai have each talked me through each individual part of their runs in the past.
Right. Yeah, the only I can honestly say the only reason why I've seen any significant improvements lately is because Goblin like talked me through shit.
Yeah, he sent me your run, and you're like, yeah, just whenever you can. And then I just sit there for like 2 hours watching the whole thing, writing notes the whole way through, and just like
I
copy
know.
paste Sereno straight into Skype like that. There's your issues.
That was like
Good.
Yeah.
like the best. I think that was the best thing ever was sending you that PB, and you were like, okay, well here's a wall of text for all of the stuff that you need to do.
Did you write something in Skype?
Yeah, that's it's a Smasher thing. Are you watching his 159.12?
No.
You're not.
I'm looking
Okay,
at his
I loaded a
151,
random
26.
highlight. Former world record.
I cannot
Yeah.
watch it right now.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We'll look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop over to the Malfoy fight because that's definitely the only place I've noticed it like really significantly. Like if you speed up to like the 14, 15 point and just watch him strafe around and just imagine yourself playing it at that speed, like there's no way that's anywhere close to the speed we play it at.
Oh man, I'm so good at skipping. I skip to like the moment he goes down the stairs to Malfoy.
But here's the thing, I suspect, this is just my suspicion, but I suspect that the game doesn't actually run faster. I think that what it might be is that, you know, when I'm playing on PS2, I can feel the difference between when the game is running at its full speed and when it's like lagging because there's a lot of stuff going on at once. I don't notice it lagging at all, and I think that's by virtue of the fact that he's playing on a PS3 with a really good emulator and a shit ton of RAM on the PS3.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That
I
might
kind
be
of see
it
what you
is.
mean about the strafe. Like, it doesn't feel like
It
I
feels
can't
way
really-
faster than I'd ever be able to like.
it feels smoother, not faster.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a better way to
Yeah,
put
but smoother is faster. Most of it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily feel faster. It just looks smoother, which like in turn probably means it is faster. Like,
Yeah.
in the sense of like what it looks like. It just looks like it's not kind of like side steps take a while. They're kind of just side steps.
Maybe we need to ask him how many frames he has.
Yeah, we get 60.
it. Yeah, if he's playing on NTSC, it's almost definitely 60.
It's not even just NTSC. It's pretty much any console game caps to 60 because like they have
Yeah.
limited hardware, so they try and build it for a certain FPS.
Yeah, but I thought PAL frame limited to 50.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
PAL
does.
frame limit. But if you're playing
That's what I'm
NTSC,
saying. That's what I'm saying. If it's NTSC, it's almost certainly 60.
yeah. But like, for example, if it's not in the sense of like Call of Duty, for example, like because they don't do regions, it's purely based
Oh,
on
okay.
purely based on your
I only
hardware. So,
speedrun NES and SNES games, so
yeah,
I wasn't aware that there were games that didn't do regions.
yeah. Like it's kind of like as we get more modernized, they just kind of stop doing the region thing. I guess it's just easier to make a game and throw at people than it is to make 2 games at different FPS.
That makes sense.
I don't think there's much difference in programming. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, but it's just easier. Like, it's for the sake of, hey, if we just make a console that just plays one mode that we can give to everyone, then we can just give that to everyone. You don't need to make.
Well, it used to be funny, like NES and SNES. PAL versus NTSC. Some games would just run slower on PAL. Like it would be the exact same game, but it's just running at 50 frames per second instead of 60.
Yeah.
And then there were some games where they would actually like
This is
modify. They would actually modify the game in order to play so that the game itself was faster on PAL, so that at 50 frames per second it played as fast as the NTSC version.
Like a conversation difference or something like that, yeah.
Well, not just that, but like I was explaining to Don earlier, like the SMW, Super Mario World for PAL, Mario actually runs faster in that version because at 50 frames per second you want it to look like he's running as fast as he does in the NTSC version, and the result is that Mario can actually jump longer distances. So in some areas of the game where you wouldn't be able to span some gap, you can actually jump over these big gaps because Mario just runs faster in the PAL version.
Wow, that's incredible.
Man, I didn't want to be a part of this. I don't want to be the guy who has to set
And it's
rules.
even better when you're
You don't have
speedrunning
to set
then.
rules. At the end of the day, it comes down to if he contests your world record, then we can sit down and say, you know, you've got the world record for PS1 version. He's got a world record for a version with different. Like, so I mean, here's how the rest of the world deals with this crap. Like, for Ocarina of Time, everyone always played on either Nintendo 64 or one of the approved emulators, because there's some emulators that don't frame limit properly. But everyone always played on those, and that was fine. And then the game was released for the Wii Virtual Console, and they found that that was just slightly faster, just because it didn't deal with lag in quite the same way. And so those times weren't so very different from the Nintendo 64 that they couldn't be compared, so people were just like, okay, they'll be compared side by side. And then, you know, people have found more exotic hardware that can play Ocarina of Time even faster, so you have like the Chinese version of the Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah, I know about
called
this.
the IQ.
I know what you're going on about. The IQ.
And that
There was
thing-
outrage when Cosmo got his world
Right.
record on the IQ, and everyone
Right,
was
he
like,
got the-
"But the
he got the
Chinese
wor-
version has different text, and it was saving him shitloads of time based on just text runs."
Right, he originally bought it because the Chinese text was actually shorter than the Japanese text, because
Yeah.
everyone always plays on the Japanese version because the text is shorter. And people were pretty bugged about it because he bought it for the Chinese text, which was no big deal. Like, the speedrunning community is pretty much unanimously okay with people choosing different
Language.
regions because of text differences.
Mhm.
Because that seems legitimate in some way. It's like, okay, you're not changing the way the game plays. It's just you're exploiting the fact that if there's going to be text,
Yeah.
find the version that has the best text.
It's not like
But
you're
the issue
changing the
wasn't-
version. It's just
But the issue turned out not to be the Chinese text. The issue actually turned out to be that the IQ, for some reason, was a superior piece of hardware, even for its day and age, and had almost no lag in some sections of the game that have considerable amounts of lag.
I
and they-
remember watching. Yeah, sorry to interrupt,
they
but I
actually-
was just saying. I remember
They
a
actually
stream
timed
where.
it for the Ganon's Tower escape in Ocarina of Time. They timed it out, and because of the fact that there's no lag, just accounting for lag differences, not even text differences, just accounting for lag differences, the game runs 16 seconds faster for Ocarina of Time, which is only a 20-minute run. So people were pretty pissed off for a long time, and they were like, oh, well, he shouldn't be allowed to play on IQ, because that's like cheap, you know, just because Cosmo can afford to import a rare $100 piece of hardware, he's allowed to have the world record. And eventually everyone kind of settled down on it, and the final answer was, the reason why everyone just kind of got over themselves was because the answer was the IQ wasn't some sort of bootleg piece of hardware. The IQ was actually developed by Nintendo to get past Chinese sanctions. So it's an official Nintendo piece of hardware that's playing Ocarina of Time, and it just so happens that because of whatever, it plays it better. And so the question is if he were playing on some sort of emulator, some sort of crappy emulator, so now we're back to Smasher. If he were playing on some sort of crappy emulator that didn't do frame limiting properly, then maybe we would have a reason to bitch. He's playing on a PS3. Like, that's the difference. He's playing on a PS3. It doesn't lag as much. So
The same thing, yeah.
But in this, if you use that Cosmo example, he's playing on an official piece of hardware, so technically it's perfectly okay for him to run the game on this particular.
exactly,
console.
and that's what I'm saying is that, you know, if he contests your world record, then you can make the choice about whether or not you want to be nitpicky and say, well, he does have the world record technically, but I play the game better. And that's exactly what happened with Cosmo. When Cosmo first got the world record in any percent on Ocarina of Time, everyone was like, well, Pydoix plays the game better. Like, that's the thing, is that Pydoix played a better game. He only had the world record because his console could play it faster. So, I mean, if you want to be nitpicky, you can say, I play it better, but he does technically have the world record. Or, you know, maybe our little group of people can say, you know, there's a PS3 world record, and then there's, like, the official playing close to the original hardware sort of world record.
Yeah, because I'm okay with the PS2 personally, because it still has like bits of lag from the PlayStation. Like, you know, like PS2 would still give you an edge if you played on it. Yeah, like, it still has a lot of it. Like, there are bits that it doesn't have, but it still has a lot of it. The same with the emulator has like 1 or 2 bits that don't like quite happen normally, but then there are different bits that you lose time on just because they're a little bit slower.
Right.
So like in that sense, I don't care about the PS2. The
Yeah.
PS3, the text speed and the slightly faster movement that we can see right now.
Right.
Like it
Yeah.
feels like the PS3 gives you just
The
too much
question
of
really
an
comes
edge.
down to, look, you're the one with a ton of free time on your hands that is capable of sitting down to watch a whole run of someone else's, because I don't know how you get that sort of free time, but you should really consider like watching his run like side by side with like one of your runs and see where the lag is coming from and try to get an idea of like,
Yeah.
if you had to spitball a number, like how many minutes is he saving because he doesn't encounter as much lag. You know, you can take into account text differences, you can take into account lag differences, but until you really get an idea in your mind of how much time he's actually saving, this is all going to be kind of moot.
Yeah, like
Because,
the only thing
because if
that
it
I
comes
can-
down to the fact that he doesn't have very much lag in the Malfoy fight, which the Malfoy fight specifically is a particularly laggy fight. You know, there's a lot of explosions, there's 4 characters on screen, there's a whole bunch of models. Like, that's a notoriously laggy section of the game. If the rest of it's relatively okay, and the only difference is that he gets to skip some text a little bit faster, it may only equate to something like 30, 45 seconds overall.
but that's actually quite a lot of time
Sure,
in world
but,
record pace. Like that's a
but-
lot.
but knowing that amount is going to make you feel better at the end of the day. It's gonna come down to saying, you know, if you look over the entire run and it looks like, you know, it could save 5 minutes, then we can throw a fit about it, right? Like if the difference is like legitimately 5 minutes, then you can say, look, this is a serious problem. If it saves something like 30 seconds, it's like, well, just be 30 seconds better than him and get over it.
I messed
I
up
mean-
Peacock.
I mean, Pydoix took back the 80% world record over Cosmo, even though Cosmo had the
Okay.
superior hard.
I'd like to point out that I've taken examples from random text at the beginning, such as skipping the Dumbledore text,
Mm-hmm.
parts of cutscenes, and running across rooms, and me on an emulator compared to him on the PS3. Each time I time a different part of the game, it still comes back even. I think that the animation's looking much smoother, and the more intense colours that you get from the PlayStation upscaling the game's graphics, it just makes it look faster.
Okay.
And it's getting into our heads, I think, because I've timed it, and each time the timings come back equal.
Okay.
But
well, that's
even though
actually
it
good to
looks
know.
faster.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's
But
perfect.
like the thing is, I know that the text is faster. Like the text
Sure.
is the only thing I care
But
about. The text.
It could
I've
be,
even
it
ta-
could be
yeah,
issues
but
of like the text.
I
is
did
starting
time
at a different point
I
and
timed
cutting off
several
the-
text samples, and it's the same as me.
Like, had you considered that maybe like the audio plays earlier on that setup and so gets cut off at a different point? Like, you know, maybe the audio, there's a short delay to the start of it, so the text actually gets cut off in a different location
Yeah,
than
maybe.
it does.
That could work. But like assuming that the audio starts at the exact same time, you know,
Then
they
there's a
didn't.
problem. Sure.
then there's a small issue there where he can.
I'll tell you
he
what.
can
I'll
stop.
time the Voldemort parts where Voldemort's talking like repeatedly. So there's a lot of text to be skipped at that point.
Yeah, what's a really good point in the game where someone talks your ear off?
I
Like
just
maybe
lost all my
maybe one of the
time.
Haggard sections.
Yeah, Hagrid makes sense. But like, yeah, like you said, like I don't mind if it's like, you know, he gets like 20 seconds from it, like whatever. Like
Sure.
if it's 20 seconds, I'm like whatever. I can beat 20 seconds. I know I can.
Sure.
Hey, what's up? Sorry for this in-depth rage fest.
Look
But,
at my
I don't think
splits.
there's any rage. I think this is the sort of question that we need to be able to answer, though. I mean, if we're going to be a little community of people who play this game, we kind of need to have an idea of what is okay and what isn't.
Yeah,
Hey,
like,
HDQ.
Okay, so again, if I go to the Voldemort fight, the text goes way too fast. Like at that point, I'm actually willing to say that I'm willing to concede to Don there because that text goes way too fast. It barely even registers.
How much
Like the
time?
part where he says he has the stone, Master, I'm not strong enough. That entire conversation between Quirrell and Voldemort. There's barely
Just
any
skip
audio.
straight through it.
Yeah, there's barely any audio played.
Okay. Well,
yeah, like I
then-
said, 20 seconds I'm okay with. But like 25 plus, that starts to get like kind of annoying because like you know with my
because
runtime.
the game is so tight anyway. I mean,
Yeah, like
the worst player and the best player is a difference of like 4 minutes.
yeah, this game's hard to cut. Like I know I can do like another like 15 to 20 just because I made mistakes on this run, but like
Sure.
past that, it's going to be so hard to beat. And if he's
What's your
getting
sum
it
of
because
best right now, by the way?
my sum of best is terrible for some reason.
Well, it's got to be
so-
better than your current PB.
145.39.
145.39.
Yeah, but supposedly Dan here, he's actually got a better sum of best than I do. So like
I'd be willing to believe that 145, like right around the 145 area.
that's
is
where I think it
probably
caps.
about- yeah.
But like in the sense of what we know about the game right now, and like you know how hard the game is in the sense of like you need to be perfectly consistent. I'd
Right.
say that like 25 plus starts becoming like a real issue.
Yeah,
that means
I
you
can
can play the exact same as me and have
I'm on
25
board with you.
seconds.
I'm not saying it's not an issue. I'm saying that the question really comes down
Is
to
how much of an issue?
yeah, because when you get nitpicky, you ostracise people, and that's a real problem. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't want.
I'd rather have more people in the community than I would to be nitpicky over like you can't play on PS3. But that's
Yeah.
just me. Like, I understand. I mean, I'm not the world record holder, and I understand that it would be really frustrating to lose a record, or even just to have a worse
hardware.
time than someone just because of hardware differences. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's just obnoxious.
That's what I'm thinking about it. Like I'm okay with him playing on it, like whatever. Like I really could not care less. But it's when it gets down to like say he plays the exact same way I do, and I have like a solid run, he has a solid run, and then he's got 25 seconds because text. Like that would frustrate me.
If he can skip text in the way that that Daniel's talking about, if he can skip that text like that everywhere, this game's like all cutscenes, dude. Like you're talking about minutes now.
Yeah,
If he can cut, you know, a second off of every conversation that you have, I mean, I'd be willing to say that you have at least 150 conversations in this game.
Yeah, for every bit of text, easily 150. You can make a lot of time off of just that. Which again, like that's what I'm saying. If it isn't a huge amount, then yeah, whatever. Like I'm okay with him to use it. I can probably still keep up. But when he gets to the point of I have the perfect run, he matches my exact run but beats me by 20 seconds, then I'm going to be upset because like, I can't beat that without going out and buying a PS2.
I'd feel the same way. I mean, I'd feel the same way if I had a better time than you and it turned out to be because I have a PS2 and I'm playing with fast load times. Like I've seriously considered buying a PS1 just so that
Damn
I'm
it.
like down to the wire.
The entire
Exactly.
Voldemort conversation still came out, both of us exactly 34 seconds.
Man,
So I think the text skips, but then there's a pause where it waits for it to load the next text. So his just skips faster visually.
yeah,
but
I
it
want to
still
say
loads.
the
It
same
still
thing.
takes the same amount of time for me and him to load the same text after skipping it.
Yeah, I want to say that like I want to agree with like author here. It's probably like on the like maybe like the PlayStation, like it's just queued slightly different, so it comes up faster. Like the audio starts faster, but you don't get to skip as
Yeah.
quick.
Because I have
Whereas
a
the-
hard time. Like it's
Even
not.
in
it's not like a different version of the game. It's not like he has a 1.1 release and we have a 1.0 release. Like,
Yeah.
it's the game just on PS3. Like, there's no way that the game can play differently. You know what I mean? Like, load times can be different.
Yeah,
but
I'm watching
the
his
game
Quidditch
itself
though.
can't
His
play
Quidditch doesn't look like he gets terrible frame drop. He gets some, but it doesn't seem like it's the same as the PlayStation. Like,
Yeah, I'm not. I draw the line at nitpicking over lag. Like, if you have a bit of
Oh, yeah.
hardware that just doesn't lag as much, like, I think that that's still legitimate.
yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is what makes me think that there's potential that
Sure.
he could have slightly faster other areas just because he doesn't get this small lag.
I'm
All I
telling
can
you
say is
now,
let's not
if there's
freak
any
out
point
about it
you'd
until
like
it
me
has
to,
the world record.
if there's any point you'd like me to test as a sample that I haven't tested already, I'd be willing to. Because I've got them
Yeah,
both
just-
up right now if you want.
Yeah, like,
can't
I'm fine with it. Like,
particular-
I'd rather he got closer before we care. Like, if he like matches me world record or like gets way faster than me, like I'll look into it a little bit then just to make sure. But like, from what we're like finding out here, it seems pretty
Kai,
much
are we
we're
killing
doing
your
the same
run?
thing. Nah,
A little
Well,
bit.
all I'm saying is right now
Sorry,
I'm
Kai.
willing to say that there's no difference. Or at least the difference is negligible.
I just lost 1 minute 50 on 2 splits, and I'm behind now.
I'm sorry, Kai.
yeah,
That's
sorry.
rough. Sorry.
I'm sorry for killing your run.
No
I
problem.
feel bad.
I will get at 150 tonight, but
I
not
just
that
saw your
one.
Forbidden Forest split and I felt like an asshole.
The Forbidden Forest split was okay. That was my fault. That was the turtles. But Diagon Alley split was
Oh, I
worse
wasn't-
before.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking at your run. Did you move? Did you like strafe out when you hit the tile?
What?
Because if you like, did you like hit the tile and then move to the side?
I moved
Yeah.
to the side and then hit the turtle. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you move to the side, you've got like a pretty high chance of resetting the tile. So
Yeah, I just sit right behind his balls.
yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I did today.
Pretty much have my wand in the hole. Like, do it.
I will
Yeah,
still
you-
finish the run there.
Just go for it.
I think I can PP from that. I want to have a bad peacock on PB.
Colin,
Oh.
you've got to start playing on controller. Every time I watch you try to use the flute, I like rage.
I'm on controller.
Yeah, you say that though, but if you watch my 147.55, I think it was on. If you watch
Yeah.
that one, I had
That was
perfect.
No, your flute playing is still bad.
No,
Your flute playing is bad, man, and you
I
really
saw your
need to
flute
work
playing
on it.
today on keyboard, and it was actually much better than mine. I want to point that
Okay.
out.
Okay. Maybe I've just seen really bad examples.
yeah, no. If
Because
you
I mean,
see,
sometimes I mess up the mashing too. So
And I know that I can do better.
no, you were actually doing really well. That's what reminded me to say something to him.
the
Yeah,
issue.
While
that
we're
I-
all here, is there any way to actually manipulate Fluffy in a way that won't make him attack you so much?
I haven't figured out a way. I figured out that if you put his middle head to sleep first, you can get away with only getting knocked over once. But I don't think there's a way to manipulate it. I think there's a large element of luck to it.
I can knock it in once
Because-
by doing the right one first. I don't
I-
think there's a difference between
Nine
them.
Yeah,
times
yeah,
out
it-
of 10, each head will knock me over. Like,
No.
period, that's it.
That shouldn't be the
Oh.
case. If you get in there fast enough and mash the flute fast enough, the middle head won't. If you like the first head you go to, he won't have enough time to attack you.
Yeah,
Typically, I only get hurt by the last head that I put to sleep.
That's what I try to get to.
Maybe it's just me then, because whenever I get there, I always find that he attacks me before I even start playing the flute. Almost like I'm expecting it in a way. So I think that might be a problem with me then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think like do you? I mean, self-awareness here, but do you think that you mash the flute as fast as you can, or do you think you could be doing it faster?
yeah.
I
I was
probably
about to
could
say.
be doing it faster,
I'm
but
trying
when
to go as fast
as I am
possible.
playing, I sometimes feel as though even if I had mashed, I feel like it would have made no difference.
Okay.
Like, that's the case a lot of the time, but
I have this theory about it. I haven't tested it because I have no fucking way to test anything in this goddamn game. But I have this theory that Fluffy's on a timer, and when that timer runs out, if you're nearby, he'll attack you. But what my theory is that if you like go in and put him to sleep, if you could like figure out what that timer were, you could step away for the time he would attack you, and when you go up to him, Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I may
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
articulating it well.
If you guys know the play, oh, you go. Sorry, Kai.
Can you go to my chat and time out that guy with the copy paste?
Oh, that guy. We had one of those guys in one of my streams. It was hilarious. Yeah, I had I had 3 of those guys come into my chat like near enough the exact same time, and then Margamel then copy pasted it, and then I copy pasted it because it was funny.
I messed up Fluffy.
I like man.
What's this in chat?
It's like a thing. It's like, are you dreaming of having a bigger channel? What do you
Oh,
do? We
awful.
sell stuff.
You're the trolling guy of my chat.
No copy pastorino, please.
I can't see anything in chat.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
What the fuck is happening with my
So-
Fluffy?
So here's a thought about Fluffy. What if Fluffy's timer is actually a global timer? Like,
My chat just shrinked so I can see the first message again. That happened in my
because I'm
chat
the only one
today.
who was typing and I just got timed out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I untimed you out, so you can go ahead and talk again.
Oh, thank God. I was really worried about that. I think Fluffy might be on a global timer then, because it's always perfectly spaced out how often he attacks you, but when he attacks you first doesn't seem to be consistent, because for some reason, and maybe I've just gotten really lucky, but I'm always able to get ahead to sleep before he attacks me once, but that time right there against Kai, as soon as he walked in, Fluffy attacked him. And I don't experience that very often, so it might be a global timer.
Also, what's with the delay at the beginning of Devil's Snare?
3 seconds.
I don't know, it
happens
happens,
on
it
both.
happens on console as well. Is it
Yeah.
3 seconds? It doesn't feel quite that long.
Oh, there was no delay for Kai.
It was for
Yeah,
me.
No, it's luck based. I promise you, because I normally get it, but in one of my runs, you just let me walk away. I was like, okay.
Today when I was doing it, it actually damaged me. Like the delay happened, and then when I tried walking away, I took damage from nothing.
Could it have something to do with the fight is loading, and if you go through the talk too fast, like the conversation before too fast, it
Maybe it is like that.
because
But
you
it
didn't
shouldn't
seem to
cost
go,
time to-
you didn't seem to mash through that conversation as fast.
I
as-
mashed it.
Yeah, but I didn't see you get through it as fast as I normally see. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is luck based. That'd be a really weird way to by luck gain or lose 2 or 3 seconds.
And that would make me feel bad for putting on the TSS thing that it's a low RNG game. Kai, you can save time on Devil's Snare. You can get one hit in before it tries to swing at you.
It's not.
Okay.
It is a low RNG game. I mean, there
It's
is
really
RNG
not.
in the game.
Well,
There is RNG in the game. There are little elements here and there of RNG all over the place, but this is not an RNG game. You
Yeah.
guys do not speedrun RNG games. Do not talk
I
to
do.
me about
I
RNG.
I
speedrun
do. I speedrun
Minecraft
Tom and
and
Jerry.
Pokemon.
Okay, you speedrun Minecraft.
Yeah, like racing.
I know Minecraft speedruns, and you start with a given seed. Okay.
No,
There's
not with a
randoms.
given speed. Random.
okay, I
We
speedrun Tom
raced
and
it on
Jerry,
SRL.
and the
rule is
entire
random
game is
seed.
dependent upon a random AI.
So then you guys understand what an RNG game is. This is not one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost
completely
everything in the
okay.
game.
Yes, about 10 minutes of this 2-hour game is RNG.
What 10 minutes? Talk me
Yeah.
through what elements are RNG because I
I
need
would
to
say
know.
like
Peacock.
Peacock is
well,
not a 10
actually,
minute game.
Okay.
Peacock
Okay.
and the Toad is
Yes.
a good 2.5 minutes.
Toad and Peacock, I will agree. The Toad, there's no way to manipulate, but the Peacock can be slightly
Yeah,
manipulated, but you're
Peacock you
still
can
talking about RNG. But I'll give you both of those, even though I think the Peacock can be manipulated enough to not call it RNG. I'll give you both of those. You're
It
talking
is
about
still
2.5
technically
minutes. now.
RNG because even when you manipulate it, it still has 2 paths that you haven't you can't
Sure,
stop
but
it from
it's-
taking. So
It's low RNG, but still, okay, so we're talking about 2.5 minutes
50-50.
out of a 2-hour run. So what is the rest of the RNG in this game? Because everything else
yeah,
is
where's the other 7.5 minutes?
enemies.
I don't
because
know.
enemies always start in the same place and follow the same patterns. You
Alright,
walk
and what
into
about the ice? What
cauldron-
about the ice potion knight and the other shield knight?
Such
Oh.
RNG.
the,
Wow.
Find
the
out under
patterns
which
of
thing
those,
is.
the pattern.
They have
I'm
no
not-
pattern.
I'm telling you that that's fine. That there can be RNG elements in the game, but this is not a high RNG game.
No, it
This is
not.
not a game where a run is made
I never
or
made that
lost.
case to begin with. I'm just
I
saying.
know. I was telling.
It's not like there's minimal RNG either. this game can. I'm
Yeah,
just
I-
feeling a bit sore today because I was wrecked by the peacock. So I'm feeling
Yeah.
sore when someone says RNG is not an element of this game.
You got
It's-
Peacock
But
blocked.
it's small. It's not as bad as in some games.
Like, after being
Peacock is
Peacock
enough
blocked
RNG
today,
for me.
RNG in this game is a rough subject for me.
I'm trying to think of what games I run that are RNG. I typically avoid any RNG games.
Harry Potter
play
on
Mario.
PlayStation 1.
What is
I play
Pokemon?
I play Mario games. I don't
Mario
have
games
RNG.
are ultimate skill.
There's some RNG still in Mario games.
Which games? Because I don't play any that have RNG that I can think of.
I think some NPCs walk randomized. when you
Speaking
need
of
to talk to
Mario,
them.
did anyone else see the 500-point run of the original Super Mario Bros. Recently?
Yeah, I saw that video on YouTube.
Like
That's
the jump in World 8-1 is ridiculous. The fucking frame perfect wall jump in the original game.
Do you watch Andrew G ever?
I follow him, but I don't find myself watching him a lot.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't play true RNG games like Harry Potter 1 for PlayStation 1.
Now I have to like go and look at what games that I play so I can figure out which of them have RNG.
I play so.
avoid games with
I'm an
RNG.
expert at so many games. I have to look through a list to see just to remember which ones I play.
Oh, let me think.
You're an
Harry
asshole.
Potter 1, Harry Potter 2, Toy Story 2. Fucking hell.
Talk to me when you speedrun 15 games and then tell me how easy it is to remember. Kirby Superstar has a lot of RNG.
I'm sorry. I just think it's better to be great at a small number of games than to be good at a large number.
I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm not saying that the
Hey,
way
Oliver
I play
loses from
speed games
America.
is...
He doesn't.
I'm not saying that the way I speedrun games is the right way. I think that there are a lot of people out there who become amazing at one game, and I respect that. I personally like to play a lot of shit.
You like
because
to,
that's
Yeah,
fun.
that's what I
you
like
to
to.
exercise your freedom. Is that what
Thank
you like
you.
to do?
Thank
you
you.
just like come out every now and then you pick a game up and you just like freedom.
Every morning I have my bald eagle cry into a cup so that I can drink his tears.
Ah, man, why would you make your freedom cry? Why touch it inappropriately?
Because you become better when you drink the tears of a bald eagle. How do you not know this?
Because I'm sane.
I love how America is drowning in its own freedom.
That's actually what the real issue is. So many
Oh,
bald
I guess I have to.
People
I guess
just
I have to stop
screaming at
talking
American
because
flags saying, "I feel so free right now."
It's too late.
I have to stop talking about I don't play any RNG games because I just remembered that I race Pokemon Blue sometimes.
That's
Oh,
what
well.
I said.
The real question is,
There
do
you
you
go.
play Harry Potter 1
Go
PlayStation
tell
1?
Cool Trainer Michael that Pokemon Blue is not an RNG game.
No, that is a fucking. That's the whole reason why I don't
Look-
speedrun that game for
Look
real.
how much worse that is resetting at the beginning of the red and blue run. And then telling me that's not RNG, what is Squirtle has stats.
Yeah, let's be honest though, the chessboard on Harry Potter 1 PlayStation 1, that's pretty RNG.
Yeah, completely.
Oh yeah.
You
totally.
cannot route it. It's every time it's killing you.
No, there's a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of little things in this game that are RNG.
There's so much.
but-
I find that there's so much RNG in this game during the opening cutscene where you talk to Dumbledore.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
Sometimes I'm barely
it's
able
And
to
never
can I
safe.
have concentration for the last time of the run? I want to be beat at.
It's like it always takes a different amount of frames to skip. What kind of RNG is that?
Oh yeah, we should probably let Kai try really hard so he can PB. Rather than talking about the false RNG.
My sum of
mute my
best
mic
split
so I'm
is
not
now
compelled
better
to
than
avoid
your world record again.
You can do it, son, I believe in you.
I believe at you.
I have 3 minutes to beat world record.
You can do it,
You've got
man.
this.
It only takes 30 seconds to do the last section of Voldemort, so like as long as you can do
Yeah.
it, the rest of it in 2.5, you're there.
You measured it?
But yeah, Arthur, have you seen my my new world record? I assume you haven't because it's a 2-hour run and I got it today, but
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it.
mate, you should see the sacred Ron touch, man. It's so
What
fucking
Oh god,
blessed.
please don't listen to that because you have me in the background
Yeah, man.
and
alright.
and we're just talking bullshit the entire time.
Yeah, alright. You know how
It's kind of like my PB.
yeah, but you loved it.
It was like the best recording I've ever had. It was
But my
pretty
PB
much
is the same. You're on every. I want to point out right now that Don is on everyone's PB.
That's what I do, man. I just sprinkle
Oh,
some
yeah.
luck around.
Yeah, because
All four of us have Don talking over our PB.
How did I
Yeah, but
lose
Kai's about to
seconds
have all of
on
ours.
thing?
But what I was gonna say is right. I think you might have been watching my stream when I've said about when I wanted Ron to kiss the cauldron, right? You've been there multiple times, right?
Mhm.
What it is it's an animation where he like puts his leg out for no reason and then crouches and touches his toe, right? And I had that animation when I was doing the first Ron skip at the library. It was so good. I was like, Sacred Ron touch! Ah, been blessed by Messiah Ron, and that Ron world record.
But what
Where
about
is
me?
this
I had
cutscene?
two. I had Ron
Yeah.
kissed my cauldron and fucking touched his feet when I was rounding the corner for Quidditch, and Peacock wrecked me. Then I died twice.
What? How could I hit him
Sacred
at
Ron
that
betrayed
point?
me.
No, he
That ice
blesses you. It's
potion.
up to you to use the blessing.
Where is that cutscene? Where does it appear?
Right at the start, probably like
I'm going to
1, I don't know, 3 minute
Voldemort
20 in.
fight. I'm ahead.
Nice.
I don't know how I did that ice potion. I was a little bit glitchy.
Did you get like the double reset when he randomly just goes, look how strong I am?
I hit at him while he attacked me.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I know.
Although that
Oh,
could
you
be...
can do that? Like while
Yeah,
he's swinging to attack, you can.
Yeah,
tap
that
him?
happened to me today as well. Yeah, but I think it's based on RNG.
No, not RNG.
Everything about this game is RNG. Everything from the auto
See,
jump to
something
the
like
ledge
that.
grab.
Something like that wouldn't be RNG. Something like that would probably be some sort of
Yeah,
like
frame-
frame
yeah,
perfect
yeah.
trick.
Yeah.
I know. I was taking the piss.
Well, stop taking the piss.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to add a bit of light humor to what suddenly became a really serious stream.
Your top scum, mate.
Oh yeah, no, Kai's PB is just us complaining about PS3s. Oh.
That's fine. Smash will know where he stands.
I don't know if I can BB. Last time I did Voldemort, I died on him.
But what about my PB? It's just me and you bashing Natrovsky for about half an hour.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but that's because Natrovsky's top shit.
And now it seeps into yet another PB.
He's well shit, mate.
I feel bad for Nitrovsky, like he hasn't done anything wrong.
No, Natrovsky's my boy. Yeah, when I first picked this game back up, sometime around New Year's, he came into my chat one day and was helping me out, figuring out some stuff.
In the past, I've explained why in the past I have had run-ins with Natrovsky that mean that I have rights to bash him. But I'm not going
What
to go
happened?
into that here.
Oh, okay. You and Natrovsky had a
Full
falling out.
concentration now. Don't die to Voldemort again. Last time I was 1 minute ahead and died to him. Run finished.
I believe in you, Kai.
I believe in you, Kai.
For Malachi.
Full Metal Kai.
For Malachi, man. You got a Malachi from Britain's Got Talent, that little kid with the singing voice.
I
Oh,
am.
man, yeah.
What?
I
I
don't
got
know,
hit
I don't
by
know
him.
anything about Britain.
Me neither, but he was funny. I only know because of Doubtful videos, like loads of people just decided to adopt him as like their mascot, and every time they went into fights, they'd scream for Malachi. And listen to him singing for the entire fight. They're hilarious.
Is anyone else watching Smasher's stream?
Nope.
I was, but I just closed it like a few minutes ago.
Oh.
Why? What happened?
He's got back on par with his splits. He
Well,
might
what is
actually-
that? Is a
I think he might
bug?
PB.
Cool.
Good luck for him, man.
I don't
How big-
have time to let you through one pillar.
Oh wow, that start to the Voldemort fight wasn't great. You like walked into the
Yeah, I saw that.
that's
Way
unlucky.
to go, man.
I just need to be good enough on button mashing to save 1 second. Or something like that.
Is that bit actually like based on how fast you press the button?
Is what based on how
Based
fast you press the button?
I don't know if it is.
Oh, the
Wait,
the
you-
third section of the fight.
Yeah. I think it is.
I don't
It's as long as it's just
Fuck!
like,
What was that?
I didn't
Pretty
think
fun.
there was any way to actually improve that. Like,
I just messed up. That's no PB.
I don't know. I don't have a good feel for whether or not that section can be sped up or slowed down any.
because
I
I
mean, I
always
mash
feel
as
like just
fast as
don't
I
want to-
can.
Yeah, I don't. I just press it fast enough to keep my scar at the top.
Oh, okay.
Because in my head, it's a set amount of time that you're allowed to button mash to keep it at the top, and then
Sure.
when you press X, it's the damage. That's what I think it is.
I'm not gonna PB.
There you are, man. I can believe.
Wait,
Believe
just
in
because
yourself.
you got knocked back one time?
No,
Everyone here believes in you. Believe in yourself.
I got hit by a big thing.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Just because you got
Yeah.
knocked over, that's not.
It
gonna kill
didn't
you
break the
fun.
cycle.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you lured him in the right direction is better than your previous PB.
Ooh, shots fired.
I did that in my last PB.
Tough love.
Well, I'm saying in the last PB I saw, at least. Maybe you've got
Oh.
a better one now. The last PB I saw, your very first cycle of the second section of this fight, you
That was
lured
me.
him in the wrong direction.
Last
Shots
section.
fired.
Button mission.
I'm pretty sure that was me.
Shit's fired.
Oof.
Oh, that's fine. You're well shit too, but I'm talking about him.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the one that you're talking about was my
Oh,
first
yeah.
cycle when I complained about
I'm
it.
well shit, but I have 148.03 as my PB. You can go on my level.
First hit.
Get on my
I think
level.
you're all bullshit. I'm just saying.
I got more than 5 splits. Golden
My
splits,
PS2 actually
HD.
plays
Oh,
slower than
whoa,
you
whoa,
guys'
whoa.
version, so.
Oh my god, I just looked at my I just looked at my splits. It's reset my splits. It says I got 147.55. No. Compare against PB. What is this?
You must have forgotten to save your splits.
No, I definitely saved them because I pressed it and I was like, yes, save.
Yes! Next golden split.
Sum of best segments.
Ah!
What was your PB?
151.26.2.
Not bad.
Oh, what your PB is 151.26.
Yeah.
That's the exact same as Smashers.
Uh-oh.
Dude.
Like
Oh,
he is
shit's going down.
151.26 as well.
And what is
Shot
his start
fired.
time?
When does he start recording? When does he start his timer?
Smiled. What happened down in the
Oh
dungeons
my
between
god,
the
I can't believe that it just wrecked me like that. I'm actually gonna have to go through and put the times in myself.
I've had to do that.
But that'll affect your some of best segments.
It's too easy.
No, it won't.
Will it not?
Nope.
Just make sure you
Because-
insert the times from the start rather than from the end, like some people do, dumb.
Yeah.
And it won't mess up your sum of best.
Voldemort's return.
151.26, that's Smasher's time.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I know. I was repeating it.
Same
Sorry.
trick.
The great hall was
I was just trying to inject a little bit
Okay,
of
so-
lighthearted humor into what was an otherwise
Oh.
serious stream.
Oh, is that
I
what we're
was
doing
taking
now?
a piss.
When I
Is
don't
that what-
lose on
is that what we're
Peacock, I
doing
had a sub 150. Ah.
Okay, so since we're all in a call for like the first time fucking ever, am I the only person who has any interest in looking into a 100% speedrun of this game?
No.
I
will
know.
look
Okay,
into
I want
it.
to point out I have done that, and it doesn't work out well because there is a glitch that prevents 100 from even being possible, and even when discounting that, you have to do Gringotts 100%, which is the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, the Gringotts section you wouldn't be able to get around, but you don't have to. We don't have to define 100% as 100% on the file select. We could define 100% as get all of the folio
Oh,
cards. and
Smasher's
beans.
choking during the Voldemort fight like a motherfucker.
Harry's life. Better than
Am I watching a different stream? Because he's on Gringotts right now.
Is he? Is it?
Am I watching a different stream?
Oh,
I'll be watching
I was.
highlight.
I was watching his fucking video because I
Okay.
think I clicked a different tab. I was like, what? How is he at Voldemort already?
I was freaking out.
Mate,
I'm so
my
tired.
face When it's not even.
So,
I can't.
Okay,
if
so
we
now that-
define 100% as something that isn't 100% on the file select, is there any interest? I mean, you'd
Like
have,
all cards.
yeah, like all
Okay.
folio cards, all beans and upgrades.
Well, if someone else wants to do a 100% run, I will share my Gringotts guide with you because I made a Gringotts guide that literally has like a list of fucking everything in Gringotts from where all the gems are to where each danger is and everything, and that's what
yeah,
I
I've got
used the
that
100%.
I've got that for coins and hazards, but mine doesn't list gems, so.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have
I
one for
wouldn't
gems
mind
as
getting
well.
a copy of that though, if you wouldn't mind like throwing it up on Pastebin or something.
Or send it over Skype.
Yeah, I mean you can send it over Skype if you want to. I was just saying it'd probably be more convenient for me if you just Pastebin it, but
and
whatever.
I've got it on Google Drive.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you wouldn't mind like sharing with me or something.
Yeah, sure thing.
Your notes have got to be better than mine because my Gringotts notes have question marks next to everything that's dubious. So now they're pretty much useless.
Oh,
Like,
GG.
like I made notes one time and then I used them and they turned out to be wrong because I must have like written stuff down incorrectly. And so instead of ever fixing my notes, I just put a question mark next to things that are dubious. And so now I don't know whether or not the question mark means it's wrong or whether or not it means I thought it was wrong. And so now I got a whole bunch of entries in my notes that are just worthless.
Arthur, it's 9 p.m. at your place, I think, something around that. Do you want to do a run, Dan?
No, I'm not streaming tonight.